Making games is hard. It takes a huge variety of skills. And even after spending months or years creating your dream game, it's thrown into one of the most competitive environments in a world where everything is trying to get your attention. But this is where I come in. I'm awake enough to play some games, and I'll be holding the line against Steam's daily releases. I'll do it by drafting a game at random and playing it, whether it's good or not. And of course, we'll leave some nice feedback. Welcome to the Steam Frontlines. Welcome to another day on the draft, where we're going to be rolling, and whatever comes up will determine how I will spend the next few hours. Today we're rolling for games released on Wednesday the 8th. I'm sure it's someone's birthday. 68 possible games. Let's just get to it. Time to roll. Xenogen. Looks Metroid-ish. Action platformer. 3 reviews, interesting. Precision platformer. Oh, that could be fun. Distant planet, buried reactor, an atom of consciousness lost in darkness. Uncover the secret of Xenogen in a journey of precision and tension, where every jump reveals a fragment of truth, and every fall sends you deeper into the depths. This looks like it might be a hard game. This description makes me think it's more of closer to one of those rage games where you fall and have to restart, similar to Jump King or something. But it also feels Metroid, so I guess we'll see where it lands. You know, it's a good sign when before you launch the game, you see that the recent major update is that they've added normal mode, making progress easier and less frustrating. Well, now I've got to see this. Alright, Xenogen. Up, down, left, right, run, jump. Basically 6 buttons. Normal, auto checkpoints, no auto checkpoints. I think I'll go hardcore. I have some experience with precision platformers. Pretty sure I finished all of Celeste, B-sides, C-sides, etc. I can go hardcore. I got that dog in me. Ooh, the vibes are pretty good so far. I like the pixel look with the more modern shaders. Looks cool. Cool. So there's a variable jump. Kind of expected, knowing it's a platformer, precision platformer. Cool. So this looks like it's basically a tutorial. Oh, I think there's a there's a run. Oh, and you can air drift in the air to kind of control your momentum. So there's a lot of moving parts here. I can see this getting really tricky. That's Metroid. That's Metroid. I know Metroid when I see it. So down, yeah. Press down to use elevator. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's no shooting as far as I know, so yeah, I can't do anything here. Thought maybe we'd get the morph pull there. Okay, now they're telling me how to run. Yeah, this is... it begins. Oh. Control your jump height to take advantage of the situation. Okay, yeah, so it means instead of trying to make a very precise jump to that column, to simply hit that wall and then hold forward, which, yeah, I think I've been doing already. Can probably do this here too. Yep. Okay, I can see this getting harder already. I don't know why I jumped backwards. Okay, now we're Metroid for sure. Is this a save point? data center. Oh, okay, well. If you had any doubts, this was inspired by Metroid. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, and the timer does not reset. So I guess I could possibly actually have to restart. Do I go up? Nope, doesn't work. So yeah, we go left now. I guess I died, I'm not sure. Okay, that's some big boy jumps. Ugh. Yeah, I can see this getting pretty hard pretty fast now. I'm still really digging the vibe so far. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I deserve that. This will break for sure, right? Yep. But that's good. We once again confirmed that we're starting at the same screen. So like that's good enough to me, I think, for hardcore. Like I realize some screens might get really long later, where starting from the beginning will feel really bad. Yeah, look, we get those time segments at the top. This seems very speedrun replayable, I guess, perhaps. Is this a boss of some kind? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I see the symbols at the top, you know, in case you don't know Roman numerals. Any game that teaches gamers how to count past 3 is good to me. Oh, different order. Fancy. Okay, cool. So I learned that this looks like a boss. Oh, now it's definitely a boss for sure. Hello. I can't shoot, so oh no, they're moving. It was pink, yellow, orange, blue, pink, yellow, pink. That was really close. It's okay, I'm learning. It's orange, blue. The moving ones are tricky. White. The other white first. No, please. I messed up like 2 jumps, so fair enough. White, far white, middle white going left. Please. Is it satisfied with my performance, perhaps? Thank you. Okay, new area. Yeah, the vibes are really good in this game, honestly. Not many words have been said, yet I'm immersed. Uh-oh. Water level. Hold X to rise back to the surface. Okay, so new mechanics, specifically with water. Super cool, I love that. That's what I was waiting for. I'm always waiting for the water level part of a game. It's just the coolest. Can I Flappy Bird it? No. I can only jump once and choose my height. But once I've let go of jump, that's it. I can't rise again. Oh no. Ow. Alright. I think here I can just run off. Yep. Yeah, so I have to hold. The problem is there's a lot of spikes up there, so I think I want to jump and hold back after. Like forward and then back. What's here? Oh no. We want to fast jump that hits that wall, and then we can, after we hit that wall, we're chill. We just hold right. That's good. Yay! I hope the game doesn't show my deaths later. That would be embarrassing. I like the little animation when you do a regular non-running jump. He's just fist pumping. He's just so happy about his successful jump. I know I'm already stuck, but I do feel the urge to play this in a speedrun mode and try to get good times. Little jump. Oh my god, that looks really annoying to redo. I hope I don't have to. Little jump. Big jump. Yes, I see the end. But what if there's something up here? Whoa. Okay, so it's my dash button. So I have to dash, hold down in there and press dash again as I land. I guess I've had this mechanic the whole time and I just didn't know about it. I wonder if there's other mechanics they're not telling me about that I can already do. Can I shoot? Is there a secret shooting mechanic? I did notice that when you're on a wall, if you hold back, you do this animation. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there's a wall jump. Makes sense. It's very Metroid has a similar, depending on which one you're playing, has a similar hidden wall jump mechanic that you can learn and you can do from the beginning. What do we got here? Is it beans? Oh, we got a little. Yeah, okay. I like the music so far, but like right now it's a little bit more electronic. Before it was a bit more retro. It seems somewhere in between those two things. Just like the art style. But the vibe is good. I like it. Oh, roll, 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 roll. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't even blame the developer for that one. Slopes are hard. There's so many games, so many platformers you probably played that just decide not to have slopes because it's just too hard to program and deal with all the exceptions, how the sprites are standing on the slopes, for example. Uh-oh. I don't know if I can build enough speed here. I can. No! If I had enough HP there, I could have just walked past it after getting hit. Yeah, well, I actually learned this a little bit ago. By myself. But thank you. Can I freeze it and walk on it? That felt like the most gimmicky part so far, because I was getting stuck doing the brrr. I would find it hard for players not to run into that. Hey, here I am. Just realized this character reminds me of that dude from Futurama. I can't unsee it. I bet this is a checkpoint in normal mode. Oh man, look at the spikes. Yep. Oh my god, is that a door? But what's here? Two doors. I've got to check this out. Feels like a challenge mode area or some kind. I can't explain it other than that. I think I get knocked the way I'm facing, right? Like towards my back. So if I... There we go. Cheese something a little bit with damage. I'm worried I need to go back to collect this. There, face backwards, get pushed. If health's not supposed to be used, what's health for? Okay, I got it out. I guess we'll find out if I lose it anyways at the first step. Ouch. How do we get past this? That is a hard jump, man. My old friend. There's a huge jump in difficulty at this point. Much more precision required. Once again, I have to specify it's not like I just have a small jump and a pole jump. There's every single jump in between that's possible, depending on how long I hold the jump button. No way. I can unlock a checkpoint by using that thing I got at some point. Do I want to do that? I think I'm gonna use it, and we'll see what happens later. I might regret this. I am glad I used my checkpoint there, and I am glad I got that item, because imagine having to do all this learning that I'm doing here, but with the added beginning every single time. Huh? Okay, we're doing a big jump. Because we're underwater, we can just hold jump and go up. I see a wall on the right. That must be a wall jump. Oh! Are we jumping below it? Oh my god, we made it. We did it. Can I just wall jump this?
Feels dark, organic and otherworldly, as if exploring an ancient alien ruin on a distant planet. Slow tempo. Second light. Immersive. Slightly.
Uh-oh. I don't think that's good, right? Yeah. Hello, Mr. Editor here. So, honestly, it was one of my least favorite rooms. I don't think there's any way I could have edited this to make it fun. There's the eye constantly tracking and shooting you, which insta-kills you, of course. Seems to move at random speeds sometimes. Not super easy to juke and try to get it not to shoot you, especially when there's obstacles on the ground that will stop your speed. Because every time you land in this game, you lose any speed you had, and you have to rebuild it, because the armor is heavy, I guess. Then there's the darkness. You can only see some blocks around you. You can't actually see all the blocks and elements until you're nearby, which makes it extremely frustrating to plan a route as you're learning the map. There's the top right door, which is the actual way to the next area. And of course the orange door, which is clearly opened by using the orange button, which is kind of a challenge in itself. Lets you get a checkpoint item, which is worth, of course. Yeah, so that's this room. Surely we won't see it again, right? This is probably the second worst room in the game. Only second to the throw up / vomit room. Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen that yet. Nice. Okay. We're back to big long jumps. Oh, we're back to lyrics. Okay, what's going on with that line? Oh no. Why do games have to do this? I wonder if I can make it from here to the line. That's a speedrun tech for sure. What's going on here? Epic. I could do this. Do I want to? I'm gonna cash it in, I think. It takes me too much time to get here. I think, yes. Reverse gravity levels are worse than water levels. I said it. Someone had to. Oh man. Each fall is a lesson. Each step leads you further. I get it.
Each jump brings you closer to the final form. Each step
Here we go again. So weird. Okay, so I found a weird thing where if I press the closing bracket on my keyboard, I delete the blocks under me. I really think it's just straight up something that the dev forgot about. But I'm really tempted to go back to the beginning of the game and see if I can sequence break anything. I'm gonna avoid using it unless it's really funny. Oh my god. It's still going. Hey, it's Mr. Editor again. So yeah, it turns out that adding a timer to this room does not make it any better. Especially when you're trying to figure your way out of the room backwards from what you're used to. Having to do the entire beginning of the escape sequence just to get a try at this room again. And then the eye blasting you for a minute straight doesn't feel great. And yeah, there's also another room right after with the weird air gusts that you rarely see, so you're actually not too familiar with them at this point. Yeah, not the greatest. We actually did it, 20 seconds. Dark corridor, oh. The thing I was complaining about before, not being able to see. Surely there's not an entire... Really? Beginning to learn the muscle memory for this without even requiring the visual, which I'm kind of mad about because I wanted to be upset at this and say it's not skillful. But now I'm obliged to kind of say it is because I am improving at it. What's the mechanic today? Giant bar that kills you. I like it. At this point, the difficulty spike here is even bigger than the last one we had. There's also something weird about jumping off edges in this game. I can't quite put my finger on it. Kind of a big difference in this character's width when he's standing or walking versus when he's running. And that makes it even harder to know exactly where his center is or when you're exactly off the ledge. No, no. Oh my god. I thought it was over. But what's here? No way did that just happen? We made it. What is this? Oh my god. I don't have an antimatter. No way. You can't do this to me. Oh, hell no. At this point, the dog in me is very small. Very small. Yeah, at this point, I don't really want to restart to make better use of my checkpoints, so I think I'm gonna just check out normal mode and see what the checkpoints look like. Yeah, so the checkpoint system's kind of interesting. Like it basically every now and then, every couple, I'm not sure if it's every couple jumps or if it's at preset moments in time. It feels like it's sometimes a bit random. It basically puts a checkpoint and you can keep building checkpoints as you go along. And if you die, you go back to your last checkpoint. But if you keep dying, you keep losing progress and you can basically end up going all the way back to the beginning. It does kind of get around that problem of, hey, I don't want to commit so much time just literally doing the beginning of the level to get a try at something later on. But at the same time, it feels like a different game at the moment. I much prefer the hardcore. But what would happen if I break the floor here and skip the elevator? Yeah. It's on this side. Oh. Hey, look at my time. Yeah, that's right. That's 15 hours. That's kind of cool if I get a story reason to speedrun, right? Having said that, I might end the playthrough here for now. The game is much longer than I thought, harder than I thought. And I'm a little bit disappointed in having had to go to normal mode for a bit. I don't know if it's because I missed one of the tanks that would have given me a checkpoint, or am I expected to save one from earlier? I'm also sad I couldn't even backtrack to get the checkpoint item that was most likely next to the checkpoint I couldn't use. So that means next time I run into a checkpoint, I'm probably not going to have the item unless there's another one somewhere in the way. But it's probably over at this point. Unless... maybe I can check out a little bit of what's ahead in normal mode, just to see. Turns out there is a gimmick that I could hate more than all the ones that they just recently added. Oh yeah, this is bad. This is bad. No way, no, don't, please tell me it doesn't go upside down. It goes upside down? That's a wall jump. This is elderly abuse. I'm sorry if this makes you feel sick. Please just skip ahead until I don't know. I'll put it in the YouTube chapters. Whoever made this is going to hell. Reminder that the normal mode checkpoints were added recently. This was meant to be played as is, restarting from the beginning every time. I'm still building muscle memory through all this, which is... I wish I wasn't, so I could be more mad at it. If I had a tank, if I had one of those tanks, I could use it over there on the left, but I don't have one. And if it's anything like the last escape sequence, there's probably multiple screens. But now it's starting to feel like it might be the end game. Here. No way. Oh my god. Is this it? Not this again. It's actually not over, I just realized the timer's still going. Please not like this. It's over. I don't have time. Normal, by the way. Oh my god. Don't tell me there's more. Oh. Death sounds like a good reward for everything. I'm tired of living. So I died 5,716 times. I jumped 37,000 times. Oh, looks like I could have saved my family. I guess I'm stuck in here, huh? Or so they think, because I can break through the floor. Xenogen. Overall, the game had great vibes, very enjoyable for those masochist gamers. The most obvious thing to bring up here is difficulty. Yeah, so I think it's a little bit of a miss for the average audience. For the core audience that loves precision platformers, enjoys the frustration, but the achievement that comes with it all. Honestly, I highly recommend this game for that kind of player. I feel like I'm right on the edge here because I do enjoy this kind of games, but I'm not constantly looking out for more of them, perhaps. But I do think it's a miss for like the wider audience. This game will be, even with normal, this game will probably be too hard for them. Games can definitely target both the core audience that loves this really hard games, really hard challenges, and a more casual audience. Celeste clearly does this by designing for both kind of players from the get-go. You know, you have players completing the game with accessibility modes where they have extra jumps, doesn't really matter. And then you also have people that are straight up modding the game and making it even harder. We have the hard mode checkpoints. I didn't feel like I had enough data to make those decisions. I basically had 2 of those items, 2 of those checkpoints. So at that point, I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting as many as I need, right? The first one where I did not have the item, possibly the hardest one, was not a great surprise, let's say. I don't know what the solution to this is. Maybe simply having more checkpoints and more items. So maybe you run into this problem early on and realize, okay, maybe I should save some of my items for harder challenges. So the normal mode checkpoints are cool, and I kind of talked about them already. They do get around some of the problems of not getting to try some later level stuff as often as you'd like. However, the game feels like it plays very much differently. It's better than nothing, of course, as an alternative. Other than that, the vibes are really good. The music is really good. I hope there's no AI to the music. If it is, I don't want to know. Controls feel good. No complaints there. Even having switched to normal mode from kind of near I guess it was near the end. I did do most of it hardcore. Still feel a huge sense of accomplishment. It definitely feels like I went on a unique adventure. The game will definitely stay on my mind, that's for sure. Like, I am still tempted to go back and do a hard mode run that gets to the end fast enough to see what happens if I save some of my crew or family or whatever. You know, is there harder stuff somewhere in there in the game? Is it just skins for your characters? Would definitely feel more accomplished if we had achievements, that's for sure. And now, let's leave a review. And finally, how did we do? No complaints there. Totally worth it. I think it was on sale. Quite a long game. Maybe if I was a better gamer, maybe I could have cut it in half. I don't think I even want to know. Until next time.